off as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now. Winston. This one complete to Jordan Reed. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On second down, it's Bell. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive.
All right, here we go.
Rudolph on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Rudolph looking to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, here we go.
Here's Rudolph. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. Fights off the defender, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A give to Bell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
My 50, my 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Ready. Blue way.
Here's Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Bell. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First carry for James Conner, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Bell. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. 3-19.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
What pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey. 5-0. 5-0, okay?
Jameis now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's got some space here. Still fighting. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him. Thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A give to the fullback on the dive. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Winston. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's Geis on the counter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Winston now from the 50. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Easy.
On the handoff, it's Geis. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Follow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Rudolph throwing on second down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. On the ground, Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not late.
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All right, here we go.
They run with Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Rudolph now to throw, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This is Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Rudolph off play action. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. To throw, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll hand it down to Geis. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Swat, there he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you.